Once the Hole of Beasts is complete, your next destination is most likely going to be the White Flower Garden. This is another simple cave, sporting 5 sublevels, 7 treasures, and introducing you to the new Pikmin type, White Pikmin. This cave also has a small hazard of fire, as well as poison to match your newfound whites. So, let's delve deeper into this cave. Chances are that you will be heading to this cave immediately after completing the Hole of Beasts, so you should have roughly 70 red Pikmin and 25 purple Pikmin with you. Go ahead and head from the landing site to the paper bag on the right side of the path that led to the Hole of Beasts. Throwing 20 purple Pikmin will meet the required weight of 200 Pikmin to weigh down the bag, and you can move in and kill the cloaking burrow nit. At the end of the path will be a bramble gate shrouded in poison, and the entrance to the White Flower Garden. Jumping in, you'll land in the first sublevel on an arena of some sort of blue sediment, and almost immediately be greeted by some sheargrubs. Swarm them, and moving down towards another circular arena, there will be the rest of the sheargrubs, making for a total of 6 female and 4 males. I'd recommend swarming them on this sublevel, as throwing the Pikmin could lead to the risk of throwing them off the stage. On one of the 3 walkways protruding from the arena, there will be the alien Billboard. Bring this back and locate the hole to continue onwards. On the second sublevel, you'll meet the only fire hazard for this cave, 2 fiery blowhogs. Landing on a large metal ring with some exterior walkways and interior hangovers, head around and take care of the fiery blowhogs. Take special care when fighting the blowhogs to prevent your Pikmin from being thrown off the edge, as the fiery blowhogs can throw your Pikmin quite a distance. This level's 2 treasures, the Drought Ender and the Petrified Heart, can appear in 2 locations. They can either appear on the exterior walkways or in the interior hangovers, and should be an easy task to retrieve. On the third sublevel, you'll land atop a metal platform that leads down to a large dirt room with 3 ivory candy pop buds. Go ahead and transform 15 of your red Pikmin into white Pikmin and attack the honey wisps to get nectar for the newly discovered whites. If you haven't noticed by now, your treasure gauge will be desperately trying to tell you of a treasure that you can't see. At the beginning of the narrow path to the hole to the next sublevel, there is a treasure that is completely burrowed into the earth. Just having your white Pikmin walk over it will cause them to start digging up the treasure you can't see, triggering a small cutscene. After a few moments, the Superstick Textile will emerge and pop out of the ground for you to collect. On the fourth sublevel, you'll be surrounded by a bunch of broken pipes leaking poison gas. Take your newfound white Pikmin and seal up the pipes by attacking them. If any of your other Pikmin should start choking on the poison, simply call them back with your whistle to rescue them. After clearing out the poison, the 2 treasures on this sublevel can be safely gathered, which are the Survival Ointment and the Toxic Toadstool. The Toxic Toadstool has the chance of appearing on top of a small stump, so be sure not to overlook that spot. Landing in the final sublevel, bring your Pikmin down the path and come to a stop at the circular pit. Heading into the arena will cause the burrowing Snagret to emerge. If the Snagret fully emerges, head back out of its attack range and wait for it to burrow again. Then head back and cause it to resurface. Keep doing this until the Snagret gets stuck upon emerging, and use this opportunity to throw all the Pikmin you can onto its head. The burrowing Snagret will likely throw the Pikmin off and head back underground, or it will attempt to eat some Pikmin, in which case, if enough Pikmin are thrown onto it, it will be defeated. If the former is true, its health should be low enough that you can easily take it down when it next emerges, snagged in the ground or not. Defeating the burrowing Snagret will cause its body to explode and leave behind its head and the 5-man Napsack. Bring back the head for some Pokos, and bring back the 5-man Napsack to receive the Explorer Kit's upgrade, the Napsack, which is quite possibly the least useful upgrade in the game, unless you account for speedrunners. Before you leave, be sure to check the eggs in the arena for a possible dose of Ultra Spicy Spray. Now, having secured all the treasure in this cave, go ahead and use the geyser to bring it all with you to the surface. The total of 7 treasures and 13 enemies should amount to 612 Pokos, and with your newfound white Pikmin, you can break down the poison bramble gates to retrieve the geographical projection and unlock the perplexing pool. Like many other parts of this game, this cave differs between the NTSC and PAL versions of the game. The changes for this cave are on sublevel 1, in which the alien Billboard is replaced by the nutrient silo, and another on sublevel 4, in which the survival ointment is replaced by the container of sea bounty. These differences do increase the total Poko payout of the cave from 612 Pokos to 702 Pokos. Much like the Emergence Cave in the Hole of Beasts, the White Flower Garden's only candy pop buds only exist until you have a certain amount of Pikmin. In this case, once you gather a total of 20 white Pikmin, the ivory candy pop buds will disappear. So upon completing the White Flower Garden for the first time, you can immediately return with 15 more red Pikmin to exchange them for a total of 30 white Pikmin in your army, making it a much faster task to take out the poison bramble gates. The 5-man Napsack is one of the few treasures to have a dynamic weight, meaning that no matter how many Pikmin you have after defeating the burrowing Snagret, you can still bring it back to the research pod even if you only have one Pikmin. This is to prevent the player from not being able to collect the treasure after losing Pikmin to the Snagret. White Flower Garden is another small cave that serves to give the player white Pikmin and help garner experience rather than give Pokos. Completing it should be another simple task in your journey of the game. And with that, it's time to return to the surface.